In this print shop, a worker attempts to make an adjustment on a running printing press. In an instant, the machine's powerful rollers grab his arm. Never, ever reach into a running machine to clear a jam or make an adjustment. The in-running nip points of a press are designed to pull material through with immense force. They cannot distinguish between paper and a human limb. If a jam occurs, the first and only step is to stop the machine and lock it out. On this factory floor, a worker steps inside an industrial press, believing it to be stationary, but a high-pressure tube suddenly ruptures. Never, ever work under a component supported only by hydraulic or pneumatic pressure. A ruptured hose or a failed fitting will cause an instantaneous loss of pressure, allowing gravity to take over with devastating force. Pressure lines are for lifting, not for holding. A hose can fail, but a solid steel safety block cannot. Before entering any press, mechanical blocks must be in place. They are the only true defense against a catastrophic pressure failure. In this storage yard, a forklift uses a crane hook, which is the wrong tool, to lift a massive slab, and suddenly, the unstable load topples. Using the wrong attachment, like a single hook on a forklift, to lift a tall, unstable slab creates a high-risk situation. The load has no stability and can easily swing or topple. When a worker then steps into that slab's fall shadow to manually guide it, they place themselves directly in the path of a predictable failure. Choosing the right tool isn't just for efficiency, it's the first step in every safe lift. And no matter the tool, the fall shadow is a no-go zone. Guide the load from a distance, never from inside the danger zone. At this gas station's filling dock, a worker handles a portable gas cylinder. Suddenly, the cylinder ruptures, unleashing a powerful blast. A portable gas cylinder is a high-pressure vessel, and its structural integrity is the only thing containing a catastrophic failure. Damage like rust, dents, or expired certification compromises the steel, creating a weak point that can rupture explosively under the stress of refilling. A visual inspection is a non-negotiable first step. Dents, deep rust, or an expired date stamp are all red flags. On this construction site, a ground worker stands perilously close to an excavator, but he's in the blind spot, directly in the path of the machine's powerful counterweight as it swings. Never, ever stand within the swing radius of an excavator. The operator's blind spots are huge, and the rear counterweight swings with thousands of pounds of force, creating a devastating impact zone with zero warning. The swing radius of an excavator is a high-risk 360-degree danger zone. Ground workers must always make eye contact with the operator and get a clear signal before approaching. In this steel yard, a worker walks beside a flatbed truck stacked with heavy steel beams, but the load is unsecured and a multi-ton beam suddenly slides off the top. A tall stack of heavy, smooth objects like steel beams creates an extremely unstable load if not properly strapped, blocked, and braced. The vibrations from travel can cause the top layers to shift and fall, creating a catastrophic hazard zone around the vehicle. Load securement is not an option, it's a life-saving necessity. Every strap and block is critical. At this demolition site, a tower demolition goes wrong when the load swings violently, pulling the entire crane over with it. Never, ever underestimate the power of a dynamic load. A swinging object can exert forces far beyond a crane's static capacity. And never, ever jump from a tipping machine. The operator's cab is a protective cage, and your instinct to flee often puts you directly in the path of impact. A lift plan must account for how a load will move, not just what it weighs. And for the operator, your instinct is to jump, but your training is to stay in the cab. The machine is designed to protect you. The ground is not. At this sorting facility, a worker jumps on a moving conveyor belt. But the belt is carrying him on a one-way trip into the machine's unforgiving rollers. Never, ever treat a moving conveyor belt as a walkway or a ride. It is a powerful piece of industrial equipment designed to transport materials, and its path leads directly to in-running nip points that will grab and pull in any object without stopping. A conveyor belt is a tool, not a toy. Its only purpose is to move materials, not people. To keep learning from these critical lessons, make sure you subscribe and turn on notifications. Stay aware, stay safe,